Okay, I think we're live. I never really know when we're live. And then, there we go. Hello there, everyone. Welcome to this week's episode of Surviving His Sex Addiction and Betrayal. I am Jenni Rochelle. I'm a betrayal trauma specialist. That means I work with ladies who are recovering from the discovery that their husband is a sex addict or has betrayed them. So, but enough about them. What I like to talk about is you. Enough about the addict. I want to talk about my ladies. So the title of this week's episode was "Are You Ready to Do the Work?" And I was inspired by a couple of different things. I'm always pulling from like things in my life that inspire me that I turn into metaphors for like the work of recovery and healing. And so, one, I just want to say, as I mentioned in the little description, that I had a client this week who, her and her husband, were trying out a new therapist to work with him and with them and to lead them through this process of disclosure and possible polygraphs. And this therapist asked my client what was her part in her husband's addiction. And luckily, she had been working with me and she's in my group coaching program with me and my colleague, my partner, work partner, Sarah Morales, to know no, thank you. What is your part in your husband's sex addiction? Zero. That's all about him. That's not about you. That has nothing to do with you. It is not your fault. You didn't cause it. There was nothing you could have done differently. More sex, less weight, more weight, whatever. You didn't cause that. That is all about him. So, what's the work though? When I say, are you ready to do the work? Then what am I talking about? What I'm talking about is you do have work to do, but it's all about you, not about him. And really, one of the toughest things that you'll wrestle with is how to come back from really worrying about what's going on with him and what he's doing in his recovery and da 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 da, and just focus on you. Because when you're in this place of insecurity and feeling unsafe and no stability, which it's what happens when you have discovery and for a long time afterwards, as you're if you're working to stay in the marriage, like there's so much uncertainty and fear, and you want to control this uncontrollable thing, but that's the thing, it really is uncontrollable. His recovery really is uncontrollable. You can set boundaries for yourself, and boundaries are all about you. Even like for behaviors that you ask him to no longer participate in, like that's all about you and like whether or not we're going to tolerate anything, and what are the consequences. And consequences aren't punishments, they're natural outcomes of of acting out behaviors, right? So I want to focus on you. I want to also alluded to in the little intro was like, what's the shift that I see? There's like this key shift towards healing, and it's the moment that I see clients get that and stop worrying so much and trying to control and talking about the ex and really seeing that this is all about them. And it's the same. It's all about you. It's what are you willing to do to recover from this and to heal from this. And if you can take it one step further and like go from like this personal level, micro level, and zoom up from this higher perspective, right? From this macro level lifespan perspective. This is a finite period of time in your life. And it's like, how can you take this experience and use it to transform yourself? And I know you didn't ask for this, and you don't want it, and yet it has happened to you. And so if you can shift your perspective from like, and see that at this point, from this point forward, it has nothing to do with him. It really doesn't. And it's all about you. And I'm not saying don't have boundaries to tolerate bad behavior or turn a blind eye. I'm talking about detaching and letting go of what's going on over here with him and just focus on you and see how you can take what has happened to you and transform it and be a participant, an active participant in your own redemption and your own healing, right? God, I'm thinking about, just now it popped into my brain, that Bob Marley redemption song, like only you can free your mind. Only you can do that. So, does that make sense? I hope I'm making sense. But it's that shift, and I see it happen with clients over and over again, and it fills me up. And, the next day or the next hour, they might find themselves pulled back in. And that's the work, right? Of realizing, oh, this is about me now. I'm going to focus on me and how I can heal from this and come out on the other side a more authentic, empowered, engaged, amazing version of myself. Because probably there are parts of you that have been putting in a box, because that's what we do. That's what society does. And so can you take this experience and rip the lid off that box and burst out of it, right? To this huge, beautiful version of yourself, the phoenix, right? Ooh, I'm full of metaphors and symbols today. The phoenix rising from the ashes, this great fiery winged bird. Like, that's you. That's you, sister. You are the phoenix. This is your comeback moment. This is a moment to say, I'm tired of worrying about what he's doing. I'm going to focus on me, because you're the only person you can really control anyway, right? It's a fact. So the last sort of metaphor that I want to also weave into this a little bit is like, I've been talking for a couple of weeks. We're in the middle of this remodel in our house, and we are so blessed and grateful that we're able to do this. And we're at the tail end. It's going to be so amazing. But today, right before I came in to do this, we put new floors down, and now, including going up the stairs. And so now I have to go in, and I've been sanding all morning on the stair rail. I hate to sand because it gets my hands dirty. And like the patience required to do it, and all the little curves because it's stained, and I gotta get all the varnish off. And like, I'm just pushing through the discomfort of doing this, and like my lack of patience to do this work, and like the attention to detail that it takes to get the sandpaper and touching the sandpaper. I don't want to touch it. It hurts. It's uncomfortable. It's dirty. And I'm like, what a great metaphor for like the healing process. Like, it's got to happen. It's got to happen, because you can't leave the stair rail with the wood stain that doesn't match everything else. So there are parts of you right now that don't match, right? They don't match. And so you got to get in there and do the sanding and getting into the crevices, and like with love and gentleness and self-compassion, and just get away some of that stuff that's not working for you anymore. The blinders that you had on, the coping mechanisms, and all of that you've done because of trauma. And you want the new, beautiful version of yourself that's inside right now. Right now you feel the yuck and the muck and the old varnish, and it's a little bit yellow, and you know that there's beautiful wood grain waiting to be revealed inside of you. So that's why I ask, are you ready to do the work? Can you push through that discomfort and realize, like, this is all about you now? I can't say this enough. This is about you, not his addiction. It's not your fault. This is about how you take this moment and be the phoenix. Are you ready to be the phoenix? I sure hope so, because I know you can do this work. So, of course, I'm going to do a plug for group coaching, Two Hearts group coaching that I do with Sarah Morales. We're starting Wednesday. One more spot for one more amazing phoenix. Is that you? Go to twoheartscoaching.com, TWO, Two Hearts Coaching. You can see pictures of me and Sarah. You can listen to a podcast interview we did with Carol the coach about why group is so amazing. Sign up for a free consult with me. We'll talk on the phone. We'll get to know each other a little bit, and then we'll see if it's a good fit. It's very affordable. And I'm going to throw in something special. If you sign up from this show today, the secret code is survival kit. And I will throw in for you one of my amazing Women in the Desert survival kits that I've given away before, with like the beautiful rose quartz and the beautiful Amazonite necklace. I'm sorry, bracelet and essential oils, and it's everything to keep you grounded and feeling calm and lovely. So many beautiful things. I wish I had a picture of it, but I don't. Anyway, sign up, and then when we chat, say, "Hey, survival kit," and I'll be like, "Yay! All right, again, I'll ship you a free box." Okay, that's it. This is your comeback moment. This is your moment to rise. Be the phoenix. See you next week.